Hi guys, this is David from Maverick 51. Welcome to my channel. This is completely brand new. This is the very first video, so I'm learning on the job. This channel is not going to be dedicated totally into how-tos at the moment. I'm building a camper van, so a lot of the videos are going to be to do with that, projects within my big project. This has been ongoing for about a year and a half, 2 years, so I'll be doing little videos in between. At the moment, this first video will be about cabinet building. So these are the upper cabinets, and this particular one will be above the kitchen, and it'll be done in 12mm. A lot of cabinets are done in 15mm ply, but it's expensive. You can't get it down in the DIY shops. You can get 12mm. So what I've done is laminated it with 3mm hardboards to make it 15mm, so I can then fit the 15mm trim. Anyway, let's get back to the video and let's crack on. Hope you enjoy it. 'Cause I'm on mission like the 007. No, it's not the coronavirus. So these are the cabinets I'm making, which I've started already. Now I'm doing it in situ at the moment because of the main artery here. I've got to be careful that none of the screws are going to go into the electrics, of course. So this cabinet is above the kitchen, excuse the mess. So it's going to be an exact duplicate of this one. Okay, so this is the next stage. I put the two strut bars top and bottom. Also had to make sure that the cabinet was square. So it's now just putting a few supporting bars, one in the middle. There's going to be two drawers here, a bit like this one, but obviously a little bit shorter. But it's coming on. Quite pleased with the way it looks at the moment. Right, so I just put all the support bars in there now. So it is very, very strong. It's still clean, needs to go off. But now I'll put the bottom plate on, and then I'll take it all off and start fabricating it. Okay, so in this clip I'm just routing out a channel for the aluminium LED profile. So it's going to sit flush on the underside of the cabinet, and this is me just fitting it in just to see if it is flush. I've just got to allow for the material as well when I come to fabricate it. I'm just gluing the underside of the unit, and this section is just the routed out channel for the LED light. I'm just fixing it in place. So now I'm just filling in the screw holes, and I'll just sand all those off. This is just so it's just nice and flush, so when I apply the fabric on the underside, there's just no marks. So now's the time to put the material on. What I've got is, it's a bit like, it's fake leather really, but it's silver, goes well with the van. I've used it on the ceiling as well. So I'm just using spray glue here. So obviously you just spray the material and the wood. But once you start applying the material, it's not really going to be coming off. It's pretty strong stuff. So now I'm just going around the edges, just making sure they're stuck, and then all you do is just cut off the excess. It's worth just taking your time as well, just making sure that the corners are nice and neat. Right, now I'm just fitting it in. I can't remember if I was test fitting it. I probably took it out and back in again, but in this clip I'll just say I'm fitting it. It's 0 degrees outside. I've got the day off, so I'm just finishing off the front of the cupboards. So I've measured it all out. They're going to end up looking like this. So just about to cut them. So what you don't see in this clip is that I've just actually routed a groove for the T-trim in the door openings, and now I'm just making sure that the wood is all nice and smooth, no dust or anything, and now I'm going to laminate it or vinyl wrap it. So this is vinyl that I bought on eBay. I've done a few of them now, but I've got like a little plastic spatula, as you can see, and the trick is just not to get any dust on the underside or any bubbles, and again just to take your time, and the result is that it looks like a laminated wood. As you can see, I'm just doing the door openings and just using the heating gun. You've got to be very careful with this not to put a lot of heat on it, but it is very handy because it just softens the vinyl, so you can sort of manipulate it into the edges. So now's the time to add the T-trim. So that's why I'd actually cut a channel earlier, or routed a channel. You might be able to see at the back there's sort of extra bit of wood, and that's because I was using 12mm wood, and this is 15mm T-trim, so it was just sort of 3mm hardboard at the back just to thicken the edge up. Sort of a bit of a cheat really, but yeah, it still adds to the effect. After battling with it, as you can see, it's actually, I'm quite pleased with the with the way that it looks. Okay, now it's time to fit the Tambour doors. Now this can be a little bit fiddly, but you can usually get these made to fit, made to order. I can put a link in the description for that as well. But I'm just sort of hot gluing the top runner and the bottom runners, and then once you've got that done and that slides okay, then you can actually test fit it in the van. So I've had to custom make these Tambour door tracks. As you can see, most of them actually spiral in the corner, which is similar to these here. You can see that. But with this one, I was short on space in the corner, so I had to bend the track around so the door actually follows the profile of the cupboard. So now I'm just going to test fit them, and then that is it, done. Finally finished the doors for the kitchen cupboard. They work really well. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, you can see that. So they slide round the back, hugging the profile of the cupboard. They were a little bit fiddly. Always doing custom stuff is a little bit of trial and error, but as you can see, it works perfectly. Now I've got another two to do in the bedroom, one there and one that side, but I think I'm going to do my next project, which is down here, which is going to be the seat stroke second bed.